Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for come and see my presentation today. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Pramardika Anandyta from the Radiodiagnostik and Radioterapi Department of Health Poltekkes of Semarang. In the next few minutes, we are going to study about the film screen system. In this presentation, I will explain the description about film and screen, the components that make up this material, and also the basic principle of film screen system. Before we talk about film screen system, we need to know what is the definition and function of film and screen in radiographic imaging. Let's start from the definition of the film. Film is such a medium to transfer the information from the patient to the radiologist. The radiographic image is formed here, precisely in the film emulsion. There are many types of films, such as the direct exposure film and the screen film type. And then there are the screen or the intensifying screen. Screen has been produced to make the examination more efficient. It's just because the screen can change and amplify the X-ray beam into the visible light, which is more efficient to form the image in the emulsion layer of radiographic film. So what is the correlation between these two modalities? There are the film screen system, or we call it the screen film type. Screen film is the type of film that is used with radiographic intensifying screens. And then, before we study about the work principle of film and screen, we need to know the structure and the components of film and screen. Film consists of two main parts, called the base and the emulsion layer. But to increase the quality of the film, there's an additional layer called adhesive layer and the overcooked. The structure of the screen also consists of four parts. There are the base, reflective layer, and the fluorescent layer. Let me explain it one by one. Okay, so this is the structure of the film. As you can see in the picture, there are the base, and the base is the foundation of the radiographic film, which aims to provide a rigid structure of the X-ray film. The base of radiographic film is 150 to 300 micrometers thick, semi-rigid, lucent, and made of polyester or cellulose triacetate. The good quality of the base can maintain its size and shape during use and processing. It is known as dimensional stability. Emulsion consists of a mixture of gelatin and silver light crystals, which is sensitive to X-ray and light photons. This layer is the most important thing in making the radiographic image. And then there are the adhesive layer. The adhesive layer is a layer that ensures uniform adhesion of the emulsion to the base. This layer is made of cellulose ester, gelatin, and the acetone. And then there are the supercoat or the overcoat layer. This layer, which aims to protect the emulsion layer from improper handling condition. And next, we are going to study about the structure of intensifying screen or the screen. As you can see in this picture, there are the base, reflective layer, fluorescent layer, and the supercoat. Let me explain it from the supercoat. Supercoat or overcoat is the layer of the radiographic intensifying screen which is closest to the radiographic film. It is 10 to 20 micrometer thick and is applied to the face of the screen to make the screen resistant from the abrasion and damage caused by handling. And then there are the fluorescent layer. Fluorescent layer consists of phosphor crystals, which is useful for amplifying the X-ray photons and convert the X-ray photons into the visible light photons. Next, there are the reflective layer. This layer made of a shiny substance such as magnesium oxide or titanium dioxide. The reflective layer intercepts light headed in other direction and redirect it to the film. The reflective layer enhances the efficiency of the radiographic intensifying screen. And then there are the base. The base is the layer farthest from the radiographic film. The base is approximately 1 millimeter thick and serves principally as a mechanical support for the active phosphor layer. Polyester is the popular base material in radiographic intensifying screen, just as it is for radiographic film. After we know about the structure between these two modalities, and then we will going to study about the basic principle of film screen system. So this is the basic principle of film screen system. The X-ray that emitted from the X-ray tube will interact with the screen, and the screen will convert X-ray into visible light. Then the visible light make a density on the film emulsion and the latent image form. Let me explain it one by one. First, the X-ray that emitted from the X-ray tube will interact with the intensifying screen precisely in the fluorescent layer. In the fluorescent layer, there are the phosphor which absorb the X-ray beam and convert it into the visible light, which is more useful and efficient to make the radiographic image. And then the visible light photons and the X-ray photons will interact with the film, especially in the emulsion part. The X-ray photons and the visible light photons cause the silver halide crystals to release the electrons. And then electrons reach the site of sensitivity, namely areas with free silver ions and semiconduction and then trapping. The negative charge at the sensitivity center tracks free silver ions and form into the silver atom, which resulting in a latent image. But there is something that we need to remember about film screen system. It is about the spectrum matching about these two modalities. As example, if we use the rare earth screen, which emits green light, we need to match it with the orthochromatic film, which is sensitive with green light. Furthermore, we need to use the proper safe light filter. As example, from the same condition as earlier, we need to use red safe light filter because it will not increase the fog in the radiographic image and will increase the quality and the contrast of radiographic image. And then to sum up this presentation, we can say that film is such a medium to transfer the information from the patient to the radiologist, and screen has been produced to make the examination more efficient. So the screen film or film screen system is the type of the film that is used with radiographic intensifying screen. There are four structures of the film, such as base, emulsion, adhesive layer, and a forecoat layer. And there are four structures on the screen also. There are the overcoat, fluorescent layer, reflective layer, and the base. The function of intensified screen is convert the X-ray photons into a visible light photons, which more efficient and more useful in making the radiographic image. Okay, I think that's all about my presentation today. Thank you for your attention and see you.